Hi everyone, welcome to my second video to my channel, The Age of Consciousness. In this video, I'm going to very briefly just mention why we are in the age of consciousness and what it actually is and how that is relevant to this world right now that we are living in, and also how that's also related to the knowledge of the self, knowing ourselves, what even is knowing ourselves. So we are living in the age of consciousness because this topic is the most important topic right now. We have passed the Iron Age, the information age, and the industrial age. Well, industrial age first and then the information age. And now we are entering the age of consciousness. And it doesn't mean that we are becoming conscious now as if we weren't conscious before. All it means is that access to consciousness and interaction with the consciousness, what that is, we will go into detail more down the line. But the age of consciousness is about the knowledge of consciousness of who we are and what this world is about is becoming more common and more accessible. And without this knowledge, we will not be able to create peace or address the pressing issues of our world. For example, mental health being the most important thing right now. Just give you an example. Look at all the wars that are happening. Do you not think that is somehow related to mental health or our consciousness? I think it is. Because we are no longer lacking any technological advancements or any political force. Politicians are as they have always been. If anything, they have more access to media. Everyone has got a phone in their pocket, and political news is, for example, much more accessible now. So why do we still have wars? Why do we have an epidemic of mental health problems? And the reason being is that we must know the nature of human condition and our consciousness and what this world really is made of and why we are here and what we are doing on this planet. Because at the moment, no matter how hard we try to keep this environment, keep our environment intact and, for example, getting rid of pollution, plastics in the oceans or nature, looking after animals, looking after our water sources and what have you. We can do all of this, but every now and then something breaks up, such as wars, and has nothing to do with the lack of resources or management of them. It has purely got to do with human action, just purely human action. And this has by far the most influence on our planet. Whether it's human life or wildlife, doesn't matter. Human action far exceeds any other natural disaster or even what we do to the planet. But the interaction between humans is the most complex, the most complex thing ever. I mean, if you look at history, humans very often did not get along really well, and that has to do with the depth of our knowledge of who we are, and is directly proportional toward peace. So the more we know about ourselves, the more peaceful the world around us is going to be. It's like a formula. It's the level of consciousness equals to prosperity and peace around the world, and there may be a constant multiply to it, but it's directly proportional. If for anyone who knows physics, these two are definitely proportional. So I finished there. I just wanted to touch on this point and just briefly mention what do I mean by age of consciousness. I literally mean that the access to consciousness is more public, and this question is becoming more pressing and more sensitive and more urgent than before, because the human worldview, the human worldview cannot be limited to the material world, because that does not account for the complexity of human experience and the reasoning behind human behavior. So welcome to the Age of Consciousness, and stay tuned for upcoming videos that I'm preparing. Thank you so much.